Have you all tried this? Okay, for students who sit far behind, you might not be able to see what this is. It's a raspberry kiwi fruit from New Zealand. I was at the supermarket over the weekend when a box of giant raspberry kiwi fruit shouted at me from the shelf. I have lived in New Zealand for the past 12 years. I have never seen kiwi fruit this size, nor I have paid 5 times more expensive than what I normally pay. Well, okay, for some of you might wondering who I am, a very quick intro. My name is Myra. I was made in China, manufactured in New Zealand, recently got shipped to Singapore for upgrading. And now I'm a data and AI analytics lead across ASEAN at Cognizant. So back to this raspberry, kiwi fruit. Raspberry is actually one of my clients for many years when I was working at Microsoft. So I was lucky enough to visit their pack house and headquarters based in Tauranga. It's a beautiful town, by the way, if you have a chance to visit. 3 hours driving from Auckland. Here's the insight. For every single fuzzy green guys like this, it races down the conveyor belt, get eyeballed by the smart cameras, and then it's X-rayed by those near-infrared sensors. The data will be collected, and the AI models will run through those data. Those AI models are pre-trained and fed by years of harvest and taste data to predict which batch will most likely to hit that 15.5% of dry mad sweet spot. At the same time, an analytical dashboard will map out the fruit size distribution in real time. Only the big ones, the extra big ones, will get exported to premium market like Singapore. Our local market will only get left with the smaller, less sweeter ones with a discounted rate. So next time, when you walk into a supermarket and have a kiwi fruit in your hand, you should probably start appreciating more, because every single kiwi fruit in your hand will be guaranteed with its taste and its size, so your money is worth its value. So whether you knew it or not, we are already lived in a world powered by applied AI and analytics. It's already shaping what you buy, what you see, and even who you date. Yes, those dating apps counting too. Let me just put the kiwi fruit back here. But the real question here is, do you just want to be the consumer of AI, or do you want to create them? Because that's what we are diving into here today. Before we dive in, let me ask you, how many of you truly understand the concept of applied AI analytics? Show hands. Surprising, I don't see anybody raising hands. Okay, let's do some level setting here. You all heard about the phrase garbage in, garbage out? Let me put it in a very simple way. Analytics is like turning those garbage data into valuable information, right? Very easy to understand. Applied analytics is the detective of data world. It sifts through the numbers, missing numbers, to help answer questions like, what happened, why is it happened, and what can we do about it? On the other hand, AI is like the detective apprentice. It learns from the patterns, and over time, it will start making decisions on its own. Teaching AI is like teaching toddler how to recognize animals. Show it 1,000 pictures of cats and dogs. At the beginning, it will get it wrong, but over time, it will get it better. So now we've done some level setting, and hopefully your understanding is at the same page now. I want to quickly show you two examples, two projects that I have worked with for how applied AI analytics are used in real world. The first project is an analytical project that I have worked in my early career days, where that was my very first time I get to see end-to-end how data is transformed. I get to see the end result. And I get to know there are so many hidden stories behind those messy data if we really visualize it. So I will skip the technical nitty-gritty details of how the data is cleansed, ingested, or transformed. One of the data sets we have worked is the HR-related information, which is all about the company's employees. When we were analyzing the pattern of the sick leave were taken, something very fascinating came up. We found out that the majority of sick leave were taken over the years consistently were on Mondays and Fridays. With the further investigation, we found out that most of staff actually taking Mondays and Fridays off for sick leave to create long weekend for their road trips or extended mini holidays. So this is very fascinating. Before this information never gets surfaced up before the reporting. With the dashboard, the organization realized they have to do something. It helped them to rethink how to monitor and manage their sick leave system while balancing the flexibility and accountability. So it's quite an interesting project that I have worked in my very early years of career. And probably this is one of the projects that gave me really interested and passionate about the data analytics world. So next project I want to share with you is during my time when I was at Microsoft. It's a IoT-enabled farming project. It's quite fascinating because this is where you see the technology meets nature. So what we have done is we help the farmer install the smart cameras and sensors all around the farm. Then the sensors will collect the data like temperature, humidity, and the soil composition, elements like how much of the potassium, for example, contained in this piece of land. Then the data will be collected and sent it to a data repository, aggregated and do some magic in there, and then the AI models will run through to assess how healthy this piece of land is. At the same time, those data will be sent in a dashboard. So the farmer who enjoying their vacation in an exotic island can access the dashboard and instruct the workers, hey, you need to go water that piece of land and how much fertilizer you need to use, et cetera, et cetera. This has significantly saved the costs and boost the land efficiency. It's a very powerful project where you can see AI analytics applied in even the most traditional industry like agriculture. Okay, I think I'm putting half of you into sleep very soon, right? So let me switch gears. If you think the B2B examples are very distanced, how about some B2C examples that you probably know? Don't laugh at me. I think you probably tried millions of times. This is the picture and a video that I created using Sora. You know Sora? A lot of you nodding. It's great, you're catching up the trend. Sora is a product by OpenAI. So it can create those awesome images, look so real. Traditionally, the video, can I play the video? Okay, we have to click the slides. Oh, it's already moving, that's great, okay. A sloth is comfortably drinking coconut water by the beach, on its vacation. Very vivid, right? It's awesome. This only took me 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. with the proper prompt engineering skills. Traditionally, this will take a VFX editor or designer days, weeks, even months of work. So now we have tools that can create images and videos like this. It can create songs in your own voice. It can even create a birthday party from creating the theme, sending out invites, even ordering catering for you on your behalf. How amazing is that? The release of ChatGPT in late 2022 have sparked the global race in AI innovation that just doesn't create but process information, that creates it. No field is moving as fast as AI right now. It's quite daunting, to be honest. No one can predict what's going to happen next. The number of AI startups that we have has skyrocketed to a new record high of 70,000 in just past couple years. We have 97 million new AI jobs that are expected to fill up by end of this year, by 2025. We also have more than $200 billion companies, just startups like OpenAI, Databricks, xAI, Anthropic, all of this. How do you feel? FOMO? Fear of missing out? I get that too. You know, the most important lesson that I have learned over the years is when the world feels uncertain, build your foundation. This is exactly what you're doing right now here at school. Yes, build your foundation to learn. Let me explain to you why this is so important to be really heads down and learn the fundamentals. Based on the examples that I just shared with you, the projects, you probably, in your imagination, thinking that the whole world right now is such a cool AI-powered place. All the companies are doing something very futuristic. Well, for someone who has worked in this industry for more than a decade, I'm telling you, it's not. Many companies still rely heavily on Excel for reporting. And they are still using systems that built 20 or 30 years ago. And there are layers of legacy code that no one can understand anymore. The world isn't as shiny as the AI demos that you see online. And not all projects are as excited as the one that I just shared with you. To be frank, quite the opposite. Most of the projects that I have seen are more like data cleanup, manual handoffs, or dashboard that just update. There is a huge gap between the top-notch technology, the startup world, where they're doing so fancy AI-powered work, and then there's a whole another big world in the corporate where, not many things are happening, or we're still trying to do something to catch up the trend. It's like comparing the century-old New York subway system to our Singapore self-driving MRT. There is a huge gap. Transformation, because transformation takes time, effort, and money. There's a huge gap between this AI hype and corporate reality. The gap is your golden opportunity. That's your opportunity. We need fresh thinkers like you who can bridge the gap between the flashy demos and the day-to-day grind. It is on hot demand. But how? How do we fill that gap? We need two things. The first one is the right mindset. And here is the right mindset. The second thing is the action. I'll tell you later. The right mindset. You need to be curious. Ask why. Why every single kiwi fruit that I have ever had is exactly the same level of sweetness and the same size? Why I just turned on TikTok for 5 minutes, but somehow 3 hours of my life disappeared? You need to be creative. Can I do this differently? If I change something, what the result would be? And last but not the least is the grit. You try, fail, trick, learn, and try again. It's okay. The smart people that I have worked with are not the top coders. They are always the ones that ask the silly questions and they went away and try to do something themselves and create something, fail and try and then learn again. So this is the right mindset that you should have. Now we're talking about the action. In my generation, okay, I learned SQL. Don't laugh at me. I'm not that ancient, but SQL. I learned the very surface from school, but then when I started working, I found that what I learned is not enough. So I went away and I do a lot of certifications, studied days and nights, and get myself certified, get a better job, get a better pay. And then gradually I found, oh, Python is an even more powerful language. Go learn Python. With the current AI tools right now, you probably don't need to go into the nitty-gritty, deep coding or algorithm. But you do need to understand the fundamentals. You need to understand the system. So go learn Python. It's not just a snake. It's more profound than that. Google Colab. It helps you to build your AI models for some instant experiments. And don't use ChatGPT just like your Google search. It's way more powerful than you thought. Go explore. And learn Power BI and Tableau to turn your messy numbers into something, into a story, data story, so that your audience can understand. There are numerous AI tools out there. I just handpicked up those because I think these are the fundamentals. Right? All the technology evolving, but there are some fundamentals that you should learn. And from the fundamentals, you'll learn the essence of it. So here's my challenge to all of you here today. Over the next month, go build something, anything. It could be a chatbot, a small chatbot, a small dashboard, or a small project with ChatGPT, just whatever it is. Go build, complete it, share it, and learn it. Because the future isn't just in Silicon Valley. It is right here with you today in Singapore Polytechnics. Empowered by your creativity, your curiosity, and your willingness to learn. So give yourself a round of applause for making it so far, and wish you all the best for your future success. Thank you.